Welcome, everyone, to the next edition of My Thoughts. The end of Thanksgiving, Black Friday, all that stuff. We're finally moving forward, and we're going ahead and talk about Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali for the Cruiserweight Championship of 205 Live at Survivor Series. So, we move forward with that. This was the continuation of the feud between the two after some stellar matches going on there. I even covered one of their best matches together, which was the no disqualification match. They tore the house down. It was awesome. I loved every moment of it, and I am so glad Triple H took over. It's a wonderful day for Triple H to take over the company. But, so when Triple H finally took over, things have finally improved, and I am looking forward to what's going to happen in the future of 205, and Buddy Murphy had won the Cruiserweight title at Super Showdown, so he was ready. But the question is, where is Cedric Alexander in all this? Well, here's the thing. The reason why Cedric Alexander is not challenging for the Cruiserweight title, he didn't get his rematch. Even though he's owed a rematch clause, according to the logic of WWE, Drake Maverick had said to Cedric that because you've been losing matches, you have not earned the right to invoke your rematch clause. Which means that they put in a rule that everyone's been clamoring for to make wins and losses actually matter again. So everyone's hyped about that. Like, wait, you mean to tell me that Cedric Alexander has to earn his way back to the top to finally get his Cruiserweight opportunity? I can't process that. Because Vince believes, from what I've heard, is he doesn't believe wins and losses don't matter. That wins and losses don't matter. And yes, they do. As much as some people would probably try to say otherwise, I know there are some people that say that I agree with Vince, but the reason why they don't really say anything about that is because here's the viewpoint I find. If you win matches, you get more taken seriously by the fans. If you start losing matches over and over and over and over and over and over and over, it's going to lead to people say, well, I can't take that character seriously. Like, it's not like, okay, I think the one example they can make is in WCW, where they go ahead and not push certain wrestlers despite them winning matches and getting a ton of momentum because they want to lock them in a certain position. So when they go ahead and make certain that wins and losses don't matter, that's the perfect example. Like, say, Andrade Cien Almas. He could be winning matches left and right, but because he's not this kind of person where he's ripped and kiss ass or a Vince McMahon guy or worse, he's considered an NXT scumbag because he's NXT and not a Vince creation. He's a Triple H creation. He's a Dusty Rhodes creation. He's anything but a Vince McMahon creation. And all hell breaks loose after that. So, let's finally get into this match. Mustafa Ali had earned a number one contendership opportunity. And I was ecstatic when I heard that because I don't watch 205 Live. The reason why I don't is because I don't really have time to watch it on the weekdays. I gotta get ready for work and all that. But, yeah. I wanted to talk about this match, and I do hope to go back and watch certain matches of 205 Live that I keep hearing great reviews of, and to see that these two are going to go at it, and this time, they're going to be put on the main show. Not the kickoff, the main show. You're just telling everybody who don't watch 205 Live to please take us seriously. Yeah, so, and considering that they said that the Tag Team Survivor Series match doesn't count because it was the kickoff, yeah, here's the thing I heard about that before I get into this match's details. The reason why they're saying that is because apparently the plan was for Raw to win. But remember that idea how Chris Jericho was taunting Goldberg with the Greenberg character in WCW, and certain people backstage loved it, yet other people didn't? How there was like a, quote, separation of church and state mentality, but they didn't know what the hell was going on in the other? that's sort of happening in WWE. All the creative team decided that Raw was going to go over in that match. However, someone who was in charge of producing that match didn't get the memo somehow, and it led to SmackDown winning in the end, thinking that was going to be the plan. Though, considering how things have gotten in WWE, I'm not surprised if that's the case. The other theory you can go with is, well, maybe someone backstage wanted the Revival to be taken seriously, and they wanted to give everyone the dream match, the Usos and the Revival, to at least to fight for at least a good 5 minutes, because they knew they're probably never going to get anywhere else after this, because Vince hates them and he's petty about that. So, let's finally get into this. Sorry I've stalled enough. It's not like I'm hiding anything else big. Anyways, we go to ringside with the commentators of 205 Live. Vic Joseph and Nigel McGuinness, who is also the commentator in the UK brand. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. And we get Mustafa Ali coming out wearing his Sub-Zero gear. I'm thinking Glacier from WCW back then. But yeah, there's that guy. There's Mustafa Ali, the heart of 205 Live, versus Buddy Murphy, the great workhorse, wrestling's best kept secret. And I'm still surprised they got away with that gimmick name, because you know how Vince feels when it comes to wrestling words. In fact, I'm curious as to know what would happen if I said wrestling in front of him. He'd probably lose his mind. So, yeah, Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy go to work, and they tore the house down. It got a 4-star rating. I would have loved it higher, but I understand that since they weren't given the big amount of time that I probably think they should have been given. Like, I think it was clocking in nearly 11 minutes. But I wanted to see these two take 20 minutes, because I want them to show the entire WWE Universe, those who don't watch 205, that says, we're here, we're taking over, and we're going to show that we are the people you want to tune in to see. Not the Brock Lesnar's who doesn't show up. Not the repetitive toilet humor that we're, for some reason, still trying to take seriously in the company. Not all this other crap that you get on television. No, we know what you want. You want professional wrestling. You want cruiserweight action. You want high intense, fast paced, aggressive wrestling in the ring, and we're going to give you that. Sure enough, Mustafa Ali does the Spanish Fly maneuver on Buddy Murphy, and I'm betting some people were like, you know, I haven't seen that since Charlotte and Asuka. To those who don't watch the 205 Live show, it says, well, it's the hardcore show, as some people would probably say, like NXT, because a lot of people don't know what the hell NXT is, save for the hardcore fans and those who actually look for stuff beyond the, oh, I'm getting a pay-per-view event for $9.99. Oh, look at all this other content. Okay. But yeah, yeah, they went to town. I love the Spanish Fly spot. As much as I would have loved Mustafa Ali to finally get the win and finally win the big one, I do enjoy Buddy Murphy. He's just so awesome. And it's not because he does the V-trigger and it reminds me of Kenny Omega and you hear that distinct cracking sound whenever it connects to someone's head. And I might be somewhat morbid if I'm saying that. But yeah, yeah, we get a reverse and whatnot, and I'm just left, I just left like, see, just let Triple H run the show. Can you fire everybody in the top, let Triple H run the company, and then we're in business. We're in business if Triple H runs things. So, yeah, Mustafa Ali going ahead and almost getting the win. However, Buddy Murphy goes ahead and goes for Murphy's Law. Ali blocks it for a 2 count in a roll-up. However, then Buddy Murphy they collide in the ring, and Ali almost gets to him, but then is caught by a huge knee on the way down, and Buddy Murphy nails the Murphy's Law for the pin to retain the Cruiserweight title. See, I can call it the Cruiserweight title now instead of the 205 Live title because, let's be real, this is Cruiserweight Wrestling. This is the wrestling people wanted to see from the 205 Live brand. Like, it's amazing that it took Enzo Amore getting fired for Vince to finally say, you know what? I failed. I failed to do what was best. I lost my top guy. This brand is dead to me. Triple H, do you want to take over it? Sure, Vince. I'll make it the best brand in the history of sports entertainment and professional wrestling. Could you not say that word? It kind of triggers me for some reason. Anyways, so yeah, Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali, they had an awesome match. It didn't steal the show. Almost could have. They had the chance to steal the show if they were given extra time. I would have loved if they got an additional 10 minutes, maybe an extra 5 minutes. But, yeah, as we all know, we know what the real match that stole the show. I'll get to that the next time I go into Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar and my issues with why that match happened. So, this was Neo Reality Entertainment. If you feel like, comment, subscribe, and donate, stay tuned for... Oh, wait. You're probably noticing something, right? I almost forgot. Face reveal. Yep. This is who I am. This is who I look like. You see me holding this beautiful title. Not that plastic toy that Brock Lesnar holds and doesn't even care about and treats it like garbage. This, however, this is a man's title. Oh man, I took this to WrestleMania with me when I went to WrestleMania 29. It was fun. Bringing the title and being there live. But the show kind of sucked except for Lesnar and Triple H and whatnot. And The Undertaker and CM Punk. And The Shield being awesome. But other than that, the rest of the show was crap. But, yeah. Also, I wore an NWO shirt. In fact, it's part of my chair now. So yeah, I bought a webcam for Black Friday. It was a phenomenal. It's a Logitech 4K Pro webcam, and as you can see in my background, I have a bunch of Pop Funkos, and if you can see from here, I have a bunch of Blu-rays, more Pop Funkos, and if you can see really distinctly over my shoulder, I have some comic books. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yep, it's official, everyone. This is what I look like. This is who I am. I've been hesitant for a long time to record myself, like, literally showing my face because it's the internet and how the internet operates at times. But yeah, it was very fun. I can express myself in more ways than one now. Like, I can go ahead and publicly show myself showing my displeasure for WWE management. And don't worry about me using it all up. I have so much more of it to give. So yeah, and I just wanted to show this beautiful title because this is the title WWE needs for Raw. Not the Universal title. And I still don't get that. Unless we established there was if WWE expanded into the galaxy, then maybe they could establish a Universal title instead of being a pun for the WWE Universe, because calling it the WWE Family or the WWE Fan Nation or the WWE Nation is kind of stupid to them. In fact, just recently it was revealed that they said that you cannot say number one contendership anymore. And I'm like, what? How is that offensive? Like, I can understand if you say the word kill, but but that hasn't stopped you from referencing death. Like, you say he's gonna have to answer to the man upstairs, implying Roman Reigns dying of leukemia if that ever happened. I know he's gonna beat it. I believe in that. But yeah, I was not happy about that line. But what can you do? I have no control in that company. If I did, I'd probably be doing better than them. In fact, I made a tweet a while back that that involves me fantasy booking a Triple H NXT invasion, and everyone was just saying, okay, do it. Okay, can they do this? Man, it's so good, so intelligent, like, and the motivation makes sense. But, nah, we're not going to do that. Vince is too stubborn to do it. But, yeah, enough of me ranting. That's not even relating to the Cruiserweight. But, this is who I am. You now know what I look like. Yeah, it's been some time. I started on YouTube with audio footage only and video game footage. It was always a debate for me to whether or not I should show my face on the internet, because for several reasons I have people who kind of wrecked my life a little bit in school, and I really don't want them to find me on the internet and start harassing me if they still act like that. I really don't want to deal with that, but this also gives way for some future new projects I'm thinking of. Oh, and starting soon, I have a little project of my own coming up with a couple of people I've met on Twitter. It's going to be a little bit of a podcast series-like thing, but it's not Neo Reality Podcast. I was debating about that idea, but then I thought, no, this is pure wrestling podcast discussion. You'll be seeing that hopefully either later tomorrow, but at best it's going to be probably Sunday. So expect something else entirely different to pop up on the internet on Saturday. But yeah, I got a little thing going. Shout out to the Elite of Wrestling group I have formed. And this is the crown that represents our group. So shout out to all of them. Thank you for watching my videos and whatnot. Thank you for following me on Twitter. I'm closing in on 300 at the time of this production. Like I said, it's uncomfortable for me. I'm fighting it as best I can. Luckily, if this was 5 or 6 years ago, I would have been having an anxiety attack if I did not have my medicine. So, yeah. So thanks to my doctor prescribing me of the proper medication to help me with my anxiety. But yeah, so the Thoughts series has just been drastically changed now from this. I don't know about podcasts, though. They're probably going to still be audio stuff, because there are some people who still don't want to show their face on the internet, and I can understand that, and I respect their privacy. But yeah, the Thoughts videos, however, are guaranteed to be video formatted with the image in the on the bigger side of my face and screen of my recording being on the lower bar. I might do another series about me just rambling incoherently about random thoughts in my head that really aren't warranted of a big discussion video. But it's going to be a fun time when I get around to that. So yeah. Thank you all for following me throughout this time on YouTube. I expect a lot more in the future. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate. Stay tuned for more.